Hi guys, welcome to the Saucy Chef's channel today. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious chicken jalfrezi. I'm going to serve it today with my own homemade flatbread. You'll see the recipe on my channel if you'd like to give that a go, and obviously some rice as well. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that you're going to need. This is enough to serve 4 people, and I've actually chopped 4 onions up. I know it sounds a lot, 4 onions for 4 persons, but this is what gives the curry sauce its really rich flavour. So honestly, please use this amount of onions. What I've done is put 3½ onions in the pan in some oil, and they're starting to saute away, and the other half I've left on one side chopped. So what you're going to need is about 1 kilo of chopped chicken breast, a good tablespoon of ginger. These things can be roughly chopped because everything's going to be put in a food processor. A teaspoon of turmeric, a good tablespoon of ground coriander, a good tablespoon of ground cumin, 4 cloves of garlic. I've roughly chopped those as well. I've got actually a yellow pepper here. It was all I had, but ideally a green pepper is probably better. About 3 tomatoes chopped, some coriander stalks, a good handful, and some coriander leaves. And I've also got 2 teaspoons of chili flakes here. Add the amount of chili flakes to the sort of spice you like your food level to be. And we also are going to use a little squeeze of honey in this as well. You might need a little bit of water to add to the sauce once it's started to blend, because it is a very, very thick sauce. So have some water to hand as well, and a little bit of extra oil. So like I said, I've got the onions sauteing away here in about 2 tablespoons of oil. And what we're going to do before we add anything else is just get these to break down and cook a little bit further. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so these onions have now been sauteing away for about 5 minutes or so, and this is when I'm going to start adding the other ingredients. So in goes the garlic and the ginger. Like I said, it doesn't have to be crushed or grated or whatever, because it's all going to go into the food processor anyway. This is a really authentic recipe, by the way. I have Indian friends who've shown me how to do this, so do give it a try because it is super delicious. It will need some seasoning towards the end, but we're going to leave that until a little bit later. Okay, so in we go with the Indian spices. So this is the ground coriander, the cumin, and lastly the turmeric. Okay. Just get that well mixed into the onions. If it does start to go a little bit dry at this stage, you can add water right away. And I actually think I will do that. The last thing you want to do is burn the spices, because it really gives a bitter taste to the dish. So if it needs water, just add a little bit. So now I'm going to add the tomatoes. And this is what gets blended all together. With regards to the onions and the pepper, what we do is we keep that separate, not blended in the sauce, so there's a little bit of texture to the curry dish when it's ready. So I'm going to let this cook down again, so I'll see you in a few moments. I've added a little bit more water because it was starting to dry slightly. So what we do now that's all well mixed together, is we cover it, turn it onto a low light and let it simmer away for a good 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so this has been cooking away now for a good 10 minutes. Everything is very fully cooked through. I also added the chili flakes during this process of cooking as well, so that they can flavour the dish. So what we're going to do now is put it into the food processor to give it a blend. Like I said, add as much water as you need if it starts to look a bit dry. And then we're going to give it a blend, and then I'll show you the consistency in a moment when we've finished blending it. Okay, so the curry mix has been blending away here, and at this stage we're going to add the coriander stalks. And then we're going to continue to blend until it's quite smooth, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, so that's finished blending now. As you can see, it's a fairly smooth consistency, but still has quite a bit of texture. So we're just going to put that to one side for the moment, and then we put the pan back onto heat, and we add some oil to the pan. And this is when we're going to start cooking the chicken, the onion and the pepper. Just to seal the meat a little bit and to break down the onion and pepper. It can go back into the same pan, it's absolutely fine. Okay. Like I said, about a kilo of chicken is usually about right for 4 people. And we'll put in with this the onion and the pepper. And we're going to let that saute away now for about 5 minutes before we add the sauce to it. So I'll see you in a moment. Hi guys, okay, so this has been sauteing away now for about 5 minutes. The chicken isn't cooked through or anything, it's just literally sealed, and the onions and the peppers have started to soften. So this is when we add the curry sauce. So all of that goes in there now. And then when it's all cooked through, we're going to season for taste. And then add the coriander leaves right at the last moment. So we mix this well, and then this goes down to a low heat with the lid on, and we cook it for a further 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Okay guys, so this is nicely cooked through now. If you see the consistency of the sauce, it's a beautiful thick sauce. What we need to do now is test for seasoning. We're going to add a little squeeze of honey first, like so. And then we're going to mix that in and then test for seasoning with some salt. Let me have a little try. Yeah, it does need quite a bit of salt. Just stir that all together. Give it a good mix round. Okay, now that's ready to plate up. So I've had some rice on the go here, so I'm going to serve up the rice. There we go. Onto the plate like so. Garnish with a little coriander, and then we're going to add the leaves into the curry, like so. Mix them up, and that's ready to serve. It tastes absolutely delicious. Okay, so here we go. Just a beautiful consistency, and then we're going to go with some of my homemade flatbread. So there we go guys, prawn jalfrezi with flatbread and rice. If you've enjoyed watching the video today, please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Guys, I did mean to say chicken jalfrezi and not prawn. Sorry. See you soon.